Hello everyone, this is Nipun Chandra Surnilla and this is your lesson 2 in the Photoshop course. And today we are going to talk about colorizing black and white photos. Now, this is the final what we are going to do today. This is going to be quite a long video as there are many steps involved in this process. So let me just switch off all the layers. See, this was the original photo. This is a black and white photo of a child. And this is the final version. I'm really happy with the output as I can see the skin tone, the skin texture, everything looks so natural. I just love this. Okay, I really like this technique of colorizing black and white photos as it can be very useful in places where you want to color your old photos of your grandfathers and grandmothers or something like that when there was no color camera and all that stuff. So if you know what colors they were at that time, if you know, so then you can just colorize photos. That would be a great thing, right? So let's just start with this as I don't want to waste any more time. Let's just duplicate this layer. Just a minute. Control click. Control click. And then duplicate layer to a new file. Let's call this child B and W. Fine. The canvas name will be coloring B and W photo. Okay, fine. Now this is the photo we are going to work with. If you want to download this photo, please check the description box. I will link it. Fine. Now just duplicate this layer. Every time remember before you go to do anything, even if you apply a filter, you use whatever tool you want, before that press Ctrl or Command J. Okay, Ctrl or Command J. What does it do? It just duplicates the layer. What this gives you is one thing, it creates a backup. Another thing, if you want to show the before and after, it would be useful. Now here I have loads of copies, but still you can just show before and after. It would be a great thing to show your family members. Okay. Now, the first thing what you need to know is there are two ways of doing this. If you have a pen tablet, then the better way of doing this is just creating a new layer and then with the brush tool, select a normal brush like the soft round brush and change the blending options. Here where you see the normal thing here, this is the blending options. You have many, you have dissolve, darken. Now these are all to be talked in another lesson. Just select the color blend mode. What does this blend mode do? What does this actually do is let me choose a better color. Wait, let me just check what color I used in the practice that I did before shooting this lesson. Eyedropper tool, just select, wait, let me select the correct layer. Yeah, this one, okay. Just copy this X. Now as you already know, just double click on the color swatch to open this options and just Control or Command C to copy. And then you see it has come here. I just copied the hex code so that I have it because we'll use it a lot. Now let's select the brush tool and with the blend mode as color, just paint over this. Oh, just a minute. Okay, I've chosen the wrong brush. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it was a very stupid brush. I didn't like it. Okay, so what you need to do, now I'm using a trackpad currently. I do have a pen tablet, but it's not with me. I just forgot to bring it with me. I'm very careless. Fine. Now, yeah, so you can just paint like this. Okay. Now as you can see, it automatically like the skin tones match. Why? Because even if this is a black and white photo, you can see some parts of it. Let me choose a normal Just see, just increase the hardness. See, these parts of the photo, like these parts, they are light, like they're very bright, and these parts of the photo are very dark. So the color, whatever we choose, it automatically adapts to it. That is the specialty of the color blend mode. See, here it will become dark and here it will become light. That's why when we use the eyedropper tool, you have many different colors. See, here it's very light, here it's dark, here it's very dark, like that. But the method which I used in my original one, as well as I prefer you also to use, is this solid color adjustment layer. For this to work perfectly, you need to make a selection of the part of the object, like part of the subject here. For example, we need the face. You need to make a selection of the face. This is best done with the pen tool. I suggest you learn the pen tool from my fellow Photoshop channel. His name is Pixel Perfect. He has a very good tutorial on how to use the pen tool. I'll also update it, like I'm gonna create a lesson on how to use the pen tool as well. But before that, you can just check out his channel. He has made an amazing video on that. I'll just link his video in the description box. Now, let's make a selection of this face. Now, I cannot waste the time of making a selection in front of you. So just see here, I have the skin. Okay, this is the skin of the subject. Fine. I'm just going to use this selection. I'm just going to duplicate this path. Wait a second. I need to first make a selection. I guess I messed up. Wait, just a second. Yeah, this is correct. Now, we can use this selection to make a you can just go to select, save selection, and you save it to the coloring BW photo. You just save it there, channel new. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna tell it as skin. Now here you go. Here you have in the channels tab, you'll have the skin collection. Fine. Now we have the skin selection. I know this part is not selected, but we can do that. That is the advantage of using the solid color adjustment layer. Just click the adjustment layer icon here, and just choose solid color. I know it looks awkward, but it will just be fine in a second. Now, to change the blending mode, guess what? It's color. Nice, right? Now, I have selected the whole of the eyes, the eyebrows and everything. You don't need to do all that. So as you can see, this is the mask. As we have learned in the previous lesson, white reveals, black hides. Fine. Now, choose the brush tool. Select black as the foreground color. Make the brush smaller and a little bit softer. And just remove it from this part of the eye. Okay. I'm just going to be a little rough here. I can just adjust it later. I'm a little bit too rough. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We have removed that. I know it looks ugly, but we'll just fix that in a second. And increase the hardness once again. I wish I had my pen tablet. It's being a right nightmare using my trackpad for doing all this stuff. But as I need to be on par with you guys, I know most of you don't have a pen tablet, so it wouldn't be nice to use a pen tablet when you don't have one, right? So I'm not using one. Now let's just refine this mask. Make the brush smaller. As white as the foreground color. Just remove it. Be very careful. And this is a very tedious job, but the results you get really make you happy when you see them. You and your friends they'll be just very happy to see the results and very surprised that you have made one like this. Fine. Now, yeah, I guess I'm done. Yeah. Okay. Now, what should we do with the eye? Let's just make the eyelids the color of the skin as they are. The color of the skin. Unless you put some eyeshadow, which it is not there in this photo. Okay. If you want to follow along with me, you're most welcome to do so. It would be a great fun to do that. Okay, fine. Let's do the same thing here as well. Paint, paint, and paint, and paint. Yeah. So, I am not having an idea what I painted this year. Let me just check it once. Okay, I painted it with the same color. That's what I had a doubt. So, it's obvious, but I just wanted to verify. I'm not skipping any of the things because I just want you to know every single bit that I do here. I just don't want to skip the whole thing so that you be very confused and do something else instead of doing this. Okay? Now we have gone very, very precise with this. But I love being precise. If you have the time, you can be precise because what would you do having so much time and doing nothing? That's why you can just try to do these kinds of things. You'll get to know how much your computer is capable of doing and all that stuff. Not only your computer doesn't matter, but how much you are capable of doing these kinds of things. You just get to know what all you can do. Now I've just painted a little too much here. Just gonna remove it. Okay. Yeah. Tidbits, but still, yeah. Okay, it's pretty nice. I'm loving this. Now, paint more, decrease the hardness. I don't want so much of a hardness here. You don't need to be so precise here because as the hair is obviously black, you don't need to worry so much because it'll just take care. If you want, you can just paint over the hair with black once again so that you don't get that little bit of that orange color in it. Not orange, but the skin color of skin color in it. It's not compulsory. You can just do it. I don't feel I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Okay. Where did I leave it? Yeah, here. Just paint and paint. Wait, I'll paint a little better here. Or just decrease the flow. As I told you in the previous lesson, decreasing the flow just decreases the flow. Okay. No, not the flow. Let's decrease the opacity this time around. Okay, that's too little. Yeah, this is fine. If you decrease the opacity, it just blends in. Okay, you don't need to do so much of correct things here. Let's put it at 80. I guess the flow is disturbing, I think. How to do this? Okay, let's just fill up these areas. Or let's just do this. This is much better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks good. There's nothing bad in it. Right? If you feel it's bad, just tell me why in the comments. Now let's get the other part of these, which is the lips. Make a selection, select, save selection, new channel, the other document, and just name it as lips or whatever it is. And just make a selection of the lips. Now, fill the lips with the color of these lips. Eyedropper tool, I is a shortcut, select a color. This looks good. Copy, paste, new solid color adjustment layer. Do this. Change the blend mode to color. Looks good. Yeah, they are. Now, choose the mask of the next lips one. Now we did the skin previously. Now we're gonna do this. Increase the hardness all the way up. And with white as the foreground color, paint the areas where black and you can see these gray parts. Sometimes the selections are just not perfect. Like how much ever effort you make, sometimes you just miss out things. So that's why I use this method of doing the coloring of subjects, because it just gives you the flexibility. You can come over and edit this whenever you want to. Now the one which I showed you previously, I did this like 6-7 months ago, but still I can edit it. That's because I have a mask in it. If I didn't have a mask, I wouldn't have made this video. Okay. And just remove. Wait, did this? What happened here? Okay, leave it. Now, just take black as the foreground color and remove it from inside of the mouth. Just decrease and remove. Increase it a little bit. Make it softer. Or it will make hard edges around it, which we don't want. Okay, the lips are also done. Slowly and gradually we are getting there. Now, the next step is the t-shirt or a shirt in this case. Press Command or Control D to deselect. Then go to the Parts tab, Shirt, and then just press Command and just click on the thumbnail here. You see there's a hand with a selection symbol. Just click on it to make a selection. Then you can just select the same old stuff. Select, save selection, that document, channel new, and name it as shirt. Now we're just going to come Control or Command D, eyedropper tool, select the color of the t-shirt. Wait, let me just select it here because it is solid there. Okay. Sorry for that. There was some technical difficulty. Even I didn't understand it properly. I'm just going to research in those Adobe forms to get to know what happened. Okay. Double click. Copy. Okay. Next tab. Paste. Okay. Wait. I didn't ask for this color. Just a second. Adjustment layer icon, solid color. Oh shit, I forgot. Channels. First make a selection by pressing command return or just command and click on the thumbnail. Then solid color adjustment layer, solid color. Okay. Color blend mode. Color. This is an awesome t-shirt. I want one. Now the button is not blue. Like it shouldn't be blue. So B for brush and increase the size of the brush, increase the hardness as well. Little bit more, 100%. D for bringing it to defaults. And we are just going to hide this. Wait, I'm just going to make this a little better. I told you to increase the hardness, but actually you should decrease it. This is kind of a trial and error one. Happens. Even if I have loads of experience, as I told in that, everyone has their limitations, and this is one of them for me. So like this, and then go there. Then with white as a foreground color, paint. Now you can increase the hardness. I'm increasing the hardness here because the edges are pretty hard. If you need those soft edges, then you can go ahead and choose the other way around and making the soft brush. Taking the soft brush. I'm taking medium hard brush and just yeah. I was just painting over the background. Wait, what just happened now? Yeah. Okay, I guess I have to increase the opacity. I'm just making this a little bit faster here, or else this video will go on and on for years. Fine. Now let's check this and see what is the difference. I have added some green to the backdrop, but I guess this is looking better than that. One more thing I just want to tell you. Whenever you're doing this kind of editing that takes a lot of time, you should always take a quick break, have some food, have some snacks or something, and just come back and edit this once again. You don't need to sit for those half an hour times and all that and just not wasting your time, but just don't sit in front of the computer and think. Take a cup of coffee, drink it. Obviously, you'll drink it. Take a cup of coffee and then just relax and then just think over this picture. What else you can do? What all more creativity you can add it to it? Photo editing is all about creativity. Sometimes it's not creativity, sometimes it is creativity. So you have to sometimes think in a creative manner, like how this is. No one actually needs to have a really no one actually asked you to make this. No one wants you to make a colorized version of this black and white picture, right? We are just making it because it's fun and it makes our like skills better. That's it, right? So just wait around, see, wanna add something to it. Like the previous time I added this nice blush here. I like it. So we are just gonna add that once again. Select this color, copy, escape key, control tab, this one, create a new layer, command option shift and bring it to the top. Just drag and drop it here. Select the blend mode as color and increase the size of the brush, decrease the hardness of it. The previous time I made it a little bit too below, like you don't have a blush here, so just gonna make it on the cheekbones. Oh wait, it doesn't look good. How I did it the previous time. I guess we are good without the blush, okay? So we're just gonna skip that part. Now, see, the photo is quite good, but in some places it just needs some refinement. Like this skin one, you barely can see the difference. Like, let me just decrease the hardness once again, white, and just paint over this a little bit more because I just feel like I didn't do a great job here. Like it's difficult to see the difference between hair and skin here. I don't know where the hair is and I don't know where the skin is. So that's why it's giving me quite a problem. So after painting a little bit over what you need, then you can just erase the parts which you think doesn't look good. I think this doesn't look good like this. It looks like someone just colored him up and doesn't look natural. Okay, just make some minor strokes. Okay. Now decrease the size of the brush. Go over to actually pixels here. You don't need to do this, but I just want to show you. Okay. Yeah, go a little bit more. Now you can see the difference, okay? Now you can see where the difference lies. See, it's much, much better. Again, I see some differences here, which I don't like. You can just take a soft brush here so that you get a clean and natural effect instead of taking the hard brush, which gives you hard edges, which is not quite optimistic in this kind of situation. Now this is the final result. I hope you liked this one. And this is our first editing that we have done in Photoshop in all these classes. All these classes is nothing but one class. I know like this is a bit of a tedious job, but if you do it, you'll enjoy it a lot. Okay. Now, just before I leave you with this, I'm just wanna show you one more thing. That is how to use the pen tool actually. And what is the use of the pen tool? I already told you there's a great YouTuber out on YouTube. His name is Piximperfect. He does great videos on the pen. He did a great video on the pen tool. Just watch his and you'll get a clear idea of how to use the pen tool. Fine. Now before you go ahead and watch his video, just check this out once. The pen tool is used for making shapes and also parts. Now let's make a selection of this lip. So this is called an anchor point. Okay, click here to make an anchor point. No, oh sorry. I'm making a shape. That's what I thought. Why is the shape layer being created? Just select path here. Okay, now make a selection. you can create anchor points here. Okay, if you click, an anchor point will be created, and you click and drag, a curve will be created. Okay, you can drag down to make it taller, drag up to make it taller too. But if you drag up, it will go in the opposite direction, and drag up, you'll drag down, it will also go in the opposite direction. Okay, just remember that. So we can just leave it here. Then what you can do is alter option, change the angle, select, do this once again. I'm just going too fast for what you have learned right now, but still you can get an idea. Just watch this video to get the complete picture of the pen tool. And okay, I'm just gonna press this Alt again. Wait, yeah. Okay, this is a basic selection. Okay, this is how you make selections with the pen tool. Then when you go to the parts tab, you'll see the work part. But before you do that, you have to always save your path by some name. For example, one only. Okay, then you can make a selection. You can do whatever you want with this. Okay, and as you have already know, this is solid color. Choose some color and all that stuff. Fine, all that you already know. Just press Ctrl Command D to deselect. This was an awesome video. I really liked it. Hope you did too. Thank you and bye bye.